Who am I? That's a big question. I mean, well, my name is Kolo Ghana. I'm a Nigerian American. I feel like I'm just somebody that's like anybody, really. I don't think, although there's a lot of things unique about me, I think I feel like I'm just like everybody else trying to figure out life. I'm trying to better myself. And I just live my life trying to be the best I can possibly be and to serve the people around me and to serve my purpose. So yeah, that's who I am. That's as simple as that, really. That's a great question. I would describe it as versatile, I would say. I feel like I have a little bit of something for everybody. I believe if you listen to like a Kolo album, you'll have something to, get excited about, something that could boost your energy, but something to also reflect on as well. So I believe it's life music that's made to be lived with. Yeah, and it reflects all kinds of moods, all kinds of moments. So that's what I would say. I would say start around college technically, making beats. I was making beats in college. I was embarrassed for people that knew I make beats. So I bought a MPK Mini from Guitar Center and took it to my dorm room. I hid it so nobody would know because I just thought it was a ridiculous thing to be a producer because I didn't know if I didn't really believe in myself. But I would say it started around then. I just didn't know at the time and I was doing it kind of like as a hobby. Then around, I want to say 22, I did a cypher. I, started making beats more often, and it became a thing where I just kind of fell in love with the passion and the craft. And I would say since then I've been doing it. So yeah, man, it's been a great journey, the greatest journey of my life, to be honest. I'm a Nigerian, obviously American. I've lived here for about most of my life, more than half my life. So yeah, that has shaped me, and I'm also, my dad was a diplomat, so I moved around a lot when I was younger. Lived in different places. Was born in Japan. Lived in Europe when I was younger as well. Lived in Nigeria as well. So I feel like that's reflective of kind of like my taste, in the sense that I just like being inspired from different places. I'm excited to like learn about different cultures and stuff, and I think that's reflected in the music I make. Even like the recent album that I've made, like sampling music from across the world, is kind of a reflection of kind of like how I've traveled to so many different places, which is cool how like music can mirror life sometimes. So yeah, I would say that it's, my environment has shaped how open I am about making music that's inspired from different places. And yeah, I'm blessed for sure. I just have a deep desire to excel. I think I really am driven to be the best at what I do. I'm driven to be excellent. And I think I have an opportunity to do that. I think everybody has the opportunity to be great in whatever lane they choose to be great. And I just think I see an opportunity to be that in my own lane. So I'm driven to do that and, inspire people, even make people feel, whether it's like happy, a little less lonely. If I can just make your day better for 3 seconds through music, that's amazing. And by God's grace, I'll be able to hopefully touch people and inspire people to do the same for themselves, even if it's not quite that. Just having a small imprint on anybody's life would be amazing, for sure. Definitely my mom. She passed away, but she's my biggest fan, my biggest motivator, my biggest account. I don't know what the word would be, but someone that holds you accountable. That's who she was. Fantastic person, and she's the reason why I'm here in more ways that I can name. So she's not here, but definitely her, for sure. I want to be somebody that people can relate to as much as possible. So I hope that people look at me and maybe see themselves, see that I'm just a normal person, that I'm just struggling like everybody else, trying to figure out things, goofy like everybody else, have my own flaws like everybody else. So I don't know if that's something that people don't know for sure, but I think I want to be somebody that people can identify with, because I think that's the way people kind of connect with music, and that's where the true elevation happens, when you see something that mirrors your life. So yeah, I would say that. Quite a few albums in, definitely a few albums in. In terms of music career-wise, one of the most important things to me is world tour. So amazing run of tours is really kind of like the ultimate goal, to go to these places, perform in these places, and to have success in those places, and to just have quite a few bodies of work, maybe 3 or 4 albums, at least a lot of other stuff in the pipeline, and just great bodies of work that I worked hard on that will stand the test of time and can be things people come back to, learn from. And yeah, just setting a high bar of excellence for myself in everything I plan to do, for sure. We'd have to go back to like when I was like youngest. My first early inspirations of like being in love with music were probably Michael Jackson and Mariah Carey. I feel like they founded the bedrock of my love for just, music, even like especially pop music, R&B music, and stuff like that. In terms of when I got into rap, I think 50 Cent was huge. He was kind of the person that, like, it was like just a light bulb moment of like, what is this? Like, and loving that. So that's a very vivid time of my life. And then also, definitely Cole, Kendrick, and Drake. I think those group of guys are like a good example of, longevity, as well as versatility, as well as, just being people that everybody's kind of watching, not just for antics or anything, but for the work, and being kind of consistent over a long period of time. We're talking like a decade and further. So those are kind of like a good example of the people that I feel like I look to, and I'm like, yeah, those have inspired me or pushed me to be kind of like the best version of myself. I have an album coming out, What It Means to See It All. It's an album about, basically, I've been blessed to have this like series on TikTok that really did well. It's a series about sampling music from all across the world. Started with me just sampling a few countries, and then kind of ballooned into this thing that was really amazing. And so we're making an album inspired by that, inspired by the idea of music, bringing people together from all different cultures and different places. And so, yeah, I'm really excited about what the album represents and how it sounds and everything. And yeah, they're quite a few songs in terms of like even the They Know Us one that I've performed that's done well, song sampling music from Poland. That's amazing. But there's even a kind of like a unique song where I got people from all over the world to kind of like have like voice memos talking about what music means to them. And we kind of making songs out of that, just describing what people think about what music means to them, why it's important to them. And this is people from Ukraine, from everywhere, Bahrain, from, England, wherever. There was just so many people and so many submissions. So I think that's representative of the type of album that this is, and kind of like how special music can be, in that somebody from the US making TikToks on his phone is like connecting with people from all these places. So yeah, and album is, I'm excited about the album. I think a lot of people are gonna love it. So yeah.
We can move into the N60 portion. Rapid fire questions.
Cool.
I'll ask them quickly, ask them as quickly as possible.
All right.
Are you ticklish?
Yes.
When was your first kiss?
8, maybe? 8.
Dream collab.
Dream collab, Mariah Carey.
Were you a good student in school?
Yes.
Favorite cartoon as a kid?
Tom and Jerry.
Who's your celebrity crush?
Putting me on the spot here, Zendaya.
How many people do you live with?
4.
Do you prefer to eat with a fork or a spoon?
Fork.
Favorite movie of all time?
I go Interstellar. Yeah, Interstellar.
What grinds your gears?
Scraping the pan. Terrible.
Do you like pineapple on pizza?
No.
Would you rather meet Elon Musk or Kanye West?
Kanye West.
If you could teleport, where would you go?
Aruba.
Favorite midnight snack?
Cashew nuts.
Favorite superhero?
Batman.
Describe yourself in one word.
Sarcastic. All right, this is Kolo. I just wrapped up my performance and interview at MajorStage. I have a new single out called They Know Us. I just performed that. It's coming from my new album that will be out very soon, sampling music from all across the world. And yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure. Please peep all my music going forward. I'm on Instagram, KOLO.24. And I'm also on TikTok as well, KOLO.24. I do a lot of content. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed, and please stay tuned in. Thank you.